Hey guys, Sarah from Sweet Sense from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you're returning Waxy, as always, welcome back. So, quick funny little story. It's been a long time since I've been down to my receiving service in Michigan. It's just been a while. I had stockpiled a boatload, and I mean a boatload of supplies for my opening. I had placed a few hauls, but admittedly, for obvious reasons, my money is tied up elsewhere, so I haven't been doing tons of wax hauls as of late. But it had been so long, it was like Christmas came early when I went down to my receiving service in Fort Gratiot, Michigan, because there's so many different hauls down there that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, forgot about that. Sure enough, there was not one, not two, but three rainbow belts hauls waiting down there for me. And for the life of me, I remembered two out of three. I was like, honestly, could not remember placing this order whatsoever. But I finally looked back into my PayPal transactions and found it. I placed this order way back in July. So it's been sitting there waiting for me for a long, long time. Without further ado, let's jump into it. I think because I filmed the other two before now, if my memory serves me correct, I'm just going to put this as number 5 because yeah, I'm pretty sure it's number 5. But I snoozed on this vendor for by far too long. I will admit that. And this year I was trying to try as many new to me vendors as possible because last year I was super tarts obsessed. And I think this year I've done 7 rainbow melts hauls. So it's fair to say that I am now crystal wax obsessed. This is the beautiful full color little card you get in there with all of Crystal's details. I will put them in the description block down below. She sent this cute little bag. This is a really nice polypropylene bag. You can reuse these bad mama jammas. I've seen certain vendors who will send their goodies or samples in non-polypropylene bags, but this one is definitely going to be reused for wax for sure. Let's see. Crystal's always super generous with her samples. I have found some of my tried, tested, and true favorites in Crystal samples. Go figure. Some of the blends or scent names, I'd be like, yeah, I would never order that. And then it turns out the samples are always my favorite. Go figure. So this one is just straight up apple pie, warm apples, sweet spices, and flaky pie crust. I am in love with Crystal's bakery blends. Oh, yep, that's exactly what that is. Definitely warm apple pie. Not overly heavy on the spice, and that flaky pie crust note is for sure evident. Sometimes I find that pie crust fragrance oils just kind of fades into the background and it's not really noticeable. She did a bang up job with that because I get equal parts flaky pie crust as I do to the fruit and spices. The next one is Dark Tide, which is Tide Laundry, Pink Sea Salt, and Ocean Breeze. Ooh, sign me up. Oh, that's really pretty. There's no smoky note to it, but I don't know what's happening. Those oils are mingling together, and I get like I don't know what that is. Yeah, almost like a smoky clean scent, but there's nothing smoky in that. That's so weird. Love it though. I would definitely order that one in large quantities. So that was it for the samples. I kind of sorted these out into little categories. I'm surprised I don't have doubles because, actually, no, stand corrected, I do have doubles. So let's start with the earthy blends. I picked up Vintage Library. This is a blend of crystals that I have received multiple times in samples. It's old books, aged wood, and musty air. I like it on cold, but funny story, I just haven't gotten around to melting it yet. I did like it enough to place an order, though. I love Crystal's shapes this time of year. Like, she has the most adorable molds and such a variety, too. Like pumpkins, little tombstones, owls. What else do we have in here? Skeletons, Day of the Dead skulls. Yeah, this one is, I do like it on cold. I've read fragrance oil suppliers' reviews on that old book scent. A lot of people say that it smells like moldy cucumbers. I like the smell, but I don't get moldy cucumbers. But with that being said, I can understand why some people might think that. So if you haven't tried the old books fragrance oil, I suggest ordering it in just like a small quantity because it's such a polarized scent. People either think it smells like rotting cucumbers or people love it. I'm kind of right in between. I understand why people think it smells like cucumbers, but I happen to like it. The next one I picked up is Witch's Spell. I think I received a sample of this before as well, but just haven't gotten around to melting it. This is Campfire Marshmallow and Vanilla Sandalwood. I thought this might make a good blending scent. On cold, it's not particularly strong all on its own. And that was poured in August. How long do you guys usually wait and let your rainbow melts cure? Usually, obviously, by the time I pick it up, it's well and cured. And the vendor says, please allow 2 weeks cure time from pour date. So according to Crystal's recommendation, that's going to be banging. The next one I picked up was Voodoo. This is another one I've received a sample of and loved it. It's sage, black pepper, and Palo Santo. Haven't melted it yet, but I did love it on cold, so I grabbed a little bag. Oh, yes. That one is beautiful. Black pepper sage is a really, really, really powerful fragrance. I find the Palo Santo kind of just smooths it out, almost to the same degree that like a soothing sandalwood fragrance oil would tone down a blend. The Palo Santo just makes that not quite as sharp as it can sometimes be all on its own. Love Voodoo. The next one I grabbed was Freaky Farm. This is Barnwood, Hayride, and Bonfire Bliss. All sorts of woody happening in there. Woody, trees, earthy. Yeah, that's definitely it. That's interesting. I like that one. Hayride is a very difficult fragrance oil to work with, and that turned out fantastic. I have a blend on my website right now that has Hayride in it, and it took me forever to figure out what I was going to blend it with because it's so strong. And it's got that sharp, kind of like harsh note to it sometimes, so it's a difficult one to work with. She definitely banged that one out. Next one, I love this. This is Crisp and Cozy. Blackberry, juniper berries, eucalyptus, and sage. I think I received this in a sample, as well as one of the larger shapes in like a mystery bag, if my memory serves me correct, and I fell in love with it. Such a good scent. I love this one. I don't know if it's the eucalyptus or a combination of the eucalyptus, sage, and juniper. I find this one's really relaxing. I love it in my bedroom at night. Just in case you need a break from your standard lavender scents, Crisp and Cozy is definitely amazing. The one and only freshy scent I happened to grab during this haul was Rainbow Melts One Load at a Time, which is Lavender Rain Clean Cotton and vanilla sandalwood. Ooh, that one's pretty. She does awesome laundry blends too. Like, honestly, I don't think that I've ever tried one thing from Rainbow Melts that I didn't absolutely fall in love with. It's crazy. She has a wicked variety at every restock too. And I guarantee you, if you haven't tried this vendor yet, just place an order because you'll love anything she pours. I promise. Next one is Spooky Scoops Pumpkin Ice Cream Waffle Cone with Caramel Drizzle. Obviously, we're getting into the bakery ones that I hold this round. Ooh, that's good. I love that waffle cone fragrance oil too. I have yet to find a waffle cone fragrance oil that works well with my proprietary blend, but hers is so perfect. I love that. And it's not overly heavy on the caramel drizzle. Sometimes caramel and I aren't friends. It's sometimes too heavy or too rich, too decadent. Ugh, almost like sickeningly sweet, but that is fantastic. It's just a hint of caramel, which really accentuates the pumpkin ice cream for sure. Next one is Boolicious, which is salted caramel, pecan pie, and waffle cone. Again, love that oil. Ooh, that one's good. Why didn't I order 3 of these? Yeah, that's really good. I don't really like traditional Christmas scents like the berries and the pine and ugh. No, I could get down with this from probably September 1st right on to the end of March. That's fantastic. Next one is Wanna Bite, which is cornbread and pumpkin apple butter. I don't know that I've ever tried Crystal's cornbread oil. Cornbread and I typically aren't friends. Doesn't matter which vendor it's from. I just don't like it. But usually pumpkin apple butter fragrance oil is pretty strong. So I'm hoping it takes away from that salty, stinky feet of the cornbread. We'll see. Or who knows? Maybe Crystal is just that good that she figured out a way to make cornbread smell awesome. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't smell like cornbread or pumpkin apple butter. Like, I definitely get that there's pumpkin and apple in there. But I think those 2 fragrance oils have totally morphed into something completely unique. I really like that. It's not cornbread anymore. It makes a pretty good blend. I'd be eager to see what that smells like on warm. As long as that salty feet note doesn't come out, I'll be happy. This one is Spider Cider. I'd read a lot of reviews about this one. It's just mulled cider and gooey caramel. That's like part of Crystal's magic, I swear, is I'm not a big fan of caramel. But I haul tons of caramel scents from her, and they're all awesome. Oh, hell yeah. And Spider Cider is, to die for, just as everybody had predicted. That's fantastic. I would order that by the loaf. Next one is Monster Munch, which is caramel corn, toasted marshmallow, and salty pretzel. I believe I've had a couple ghosts in this already. I can't remember. Sounds familiar. Yes, definitely. I have had this one before. That one's fantastic. I love her salty pretzel oil. But go figure, I don't like cornbread. So weird. The last bakery one I have here is Campfire Treats, which is spider cider, graham crackers, and toasted marshmallow. Hello, sign me up. Already loving that spider cider. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely similar. The spider cider isn't quite as strong, obviously, as it just on its own. The graham crackers really comes through, like almost as strong as the spider cider in that. That's a very interesting blend. Like that one. And last but not least, I grabbed some coffee blends. So this one is called Don't Fall Asleep. It's strong coffee with pumpkin cupcakes. Why didn't I get 10 of these? That is awesome. This is another one. I know that it's like fall themed or whatever and pumpkin, whatever. I could melt this from probably August 1st to, I don't know, whenever the heat comes back, April. That's fantastic. You definitely get the pumpkin cupcake in there, but it doesn't scream just fall to me. I could melt that year round. Espresso Yourself is espresso, pumpkin pecan waffles, and brown sugar. I know I've had this one before, but I don't think I've melted it yet. I have this problem with Rainbow. I haul it, love it, smell it, and then I hoard it. So I should just dip into my wax hoard and get melting. Oh, dang, that's awesome. Oh, that espresso note in there is fierce. Love that. It's not bitter at all, obviously, because the pumpkin pecan waffles and brown sugar definitely kicks it up a notch and makes it bakery, gourmand, and sweet. Last but not least, I purchased not one, but two of these snap bars in the fragrance Nightcap, which is Starbucks coffee, coconut cream pie, and whipped cream. I've never bought them this big from Rainbow. Perhaps she should make everything this size because I need triples and doubles and quadruples of all of these. They're all so good. Oh, and Nightcap might just be my favorite. I'm so happy I got two of those. Not sure on cold that I'm getting whipped or the coconut cream. It's just the sweetest, most delicious hint of coffee scent. Nightcap is definitely lighter on coffee because it's got Starbucks coffee oil in it. Not nearly as strong as the strong coffee or espresso, but fantastic. This is amazing. So happy I at least got two of those. So that's it, folks. That is Rainbow Melts haul number 5. I'm in love. I can't believe I ordered this so long ago. I forgot about it. The only one that I might say I'm on the fence about would be the Wanna Bite because it's got cornbread in it, which I already knew. But it's not even bad. Yeah. So I'd say we're 1,000,000%. Like like I said at the beginning of this video, I have yet to find a crystal blend that I don't like. They're all good. If you haven't placed an order, check out her website. If the website happens to be out of stock or closed temporarily, jump on Facebook. Crystal is the bomb. She's on Facebook every day, sending out updates, new blend ideas, engaging with her followers, you name it. She's always asking what her customers want to see next. So if you can't find what you're looking for on the website, I assure you, you will find tons of information on her Facebook page. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.